Good morning, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are back with more Formula One Grand Prix race 19 of 23 here at the Texas Grand Prix in the US of A. Quick recap following from last time around. We was at the Qatar Grand Prix and we managed to get our I believe it was the 6th win of the season. I'll just double check that. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, our 6th win of the season. So hopefully we can have a good run here today. The standings so far, it's not too bad. 5th place in the drivers, and Lando Norris is 8th, and in the constructors standing we are 4th, not far behind Ferrari, pushing for the top 3. So hopefully everything's good to go. Turbocharge. That's fine, we can change that anyway. We've got 4 races left. Yeah, we'll change the turbocharge. So fit a new one of that, and then hopefully we shouldn't need to change anything for the remainder of the season. We're doing well. Part failed, I believe. Okay. So that is all set and done. So we're going to start off with a hot lap. We've got a drift or the time attack. And I cannot drift because we have no e-brake really to do this properly. So I can do it with the controller, but not with the steering wheel and pedals. So we're going to choose the time attack. So, what we got? I'm just hoping that the camera angle is still the same. So we've got 2 laps here. Bronze 5 minutes 45, silver 5 minutes 30, and gold 5 minutes 15. Okay, so we've got to do 2 laps within at that time. Okay, here we go. And I'm not too sure about the card. Camera zone. So change that back to I believe it should be that one. I'm not sure. Was it always on the roof on here? We'll leave it for now. We'll change it for the actual race. Make sure it's right. Okay, here we go. My bridge a bit early there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these supercars. This is looking very slow. Bit wide or not good. minute 15. Get around the rest of this track. Gonna be close. If we don't get gold, silver 1/6 was 5 minutes 16. Oh, there was close. I thought it would be a lot slower than that, to be fair. But we almost had it. It was 1 second 80 off. That's not a bad run. So there's one corner which may cause a bit of an issue. It's a high speed straight into the very sharp left, about halfway round. Other than that, there is a little chicane which I might be slow going through as well. But other than that, I think we should have a good weekend. Okay, so we've got an interesting race weekend here with only 2 practice sessions. So we've got the practice, a qualifier, practice 2 in the rain, a 10-lap sprint, which is also going to be in the rain, and then a 28-lap race should be nice and dry. P2, we're going to have to do something in P2 to prepare for the wet weather. Parts fitted and went through. Okay. So let's go over to practice session 1 here. So the parts won't be fitted here, but they will be fitted for qualifier. So that's going to be a nicely green engine for qualifier. Okay, so I think we will do.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
In P1, and then I'll do this track in P2, so that we're prepared then for qualifier, which is going to be dry, and the race, which is going to be dry, and the track then will be prepared for the wet, hopefully. So let's start off with the race strategy. So, drive a lap without leaving the track, activate the DRS in all zones, and attack corners and achieve competitive cornering speed. Okay, they don't sound like too much of a problem. What might be a problem is time. Also, I'm preset 2 already, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, let's go over to the race strategy. See how we do. So 5 laps here on the medium tire.
Okay, give us some good, consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
There we go. Okay, good first lap. Good. So steering the corners are very tricky. Gonna be slow. Oh, we only just made that lap in time. There's 2 more laps to go. We're doing well so far. Okay, 1 more lap to go. Got in the wrong gear there. Got the pace now. This is a bad lap. Oh dear. No.
Program complete and a job well
We
done.
did well.
We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
We just failed on that last lap. Happy with that. You get these chicanes wrong here, that's where the problem is, where you lose time. I need to find out where the pit lane is. that it? Here we go. Leave this is the pit lane. Looks good. There we go, in the pit we go. So, after 5 laps, we currently have the 3rd fastest time. Nice with the fastest times. Bear with me. Showcasing. Okay. So, let's have a look at our reaction here. Well, not many vehicles have actually been out, that's probably why. 14187, 1415. So 300 of a second slower. And looking at that, we're slow in sector 3 by half a second. So that is the main issue. Sector 3, we're doing something wrong. Okay, we've passed everything there, so that's beautiful. So we're going to move over to the qualifying page here. So activate all DRS zones, achieve average cornering speed, and drive a clean sector. So that shouldn't be a problem either. Okay, so jump straight out.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
There we go. Bit slow on the corner exit there. Got my foot in a bit there.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
And that is the fastest lap so far as well. No, no, no. I thought we were going to hit the wall then. Yes, here we go. Almost collided into the pit wall. So what's our time? 1:39.815 is my lap time there. So have a look. Just over half a second faster than Fernando Alonso. Again, we're still slow in sector 3. We've got sector 1 and 2 down. But still slow in sector 3 by 200 of a second. So some work to be done on sector 3. Not sure where, but Lewis Hamilton just done another lap. Is a little quicker, but he's still not putting in the time. Okay, so let's go over to. We've done everything here as well, so we are ready for qualifier. So let's accelerate time and move on. So we'll keep an eye on the times here. Norris is putting in his time as 7th at 1:41. We've just gone up 1:41.183. So he's just under a second and a half slower than me, but he's on the medium compound, so that's impressive. See, Lewis Hamilton also on a medium compound doing a 1:48.17. George Russell putting in the second fastest time, just under half a second slower than me. He was on the soft with a fastest third sector, making my third sector 300 of a second slower. So look how nice he's back out for one more lap. Not sure if that changed anything. He may have gone out for one lap on the softs. We'll see.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top 3. Martin, Russell and Fernando Alonso. And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
So Norris went back out for that final lap on the mediums again, putting him just above Bottas. That lap time. Okay, so a good first practice session there. So now we're at the qualifier. Hopefully we can put in good performances, get to Q3, hopefully start at the top of the grid on the sprint. We'll have no penalties this week, up to now anyway. Seeing if we've not had to purchase any parts this time around. Okay, so off we go for qualifier. So top 15 is what we're looking at here for Q1. Can you just check everything here? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's get out there and put in an early lap. we go. 140 is what we're looking at here. I think anything slower than a 140 is not going to do it. Ideally a 139. It is possible to do a 138. Maybe even a 137. If you can max it out. Looking good so far. Good luck. 138.562. That should definitely make a top 15. I mean, in theory, I'd say that'll make top 10, if not pole.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, damn, that's the pit lane. Nobody's doing that. Okay, so a good solid lap there. It's definitely enough for to make Q2 top 15. So guaranteed that. Definitely don't need to go out and race another lap. But is it enough to stay on top pole now? So let's have a look. We are half a second faster than Charles Leclerc. We've got 139.092. Not everyone has been out yet, so we've still got Russell, Hamilton to go, so two fast drivers there to go through as well. So things could change. Lando Norris here in the 5th at the minute, 139.975. He's done enough to make the top 15, I believe. So let's accelerate time. Norris is dropping down quite rapidly actually. He's into 9th now. Lewis Hamilton in 2nd, just under half a second. Looks like Norris has gone back out. But he stayed in ninth, I believe. So a few changes there at the end as it lifted off, and I believe we may have dropped a few places. No, we didn't. We stayed pole by 0.471 of a second. And Norris there moving up into fifth, 139.387. So to make the top 10, you're looking at a 139.5. Guarantee you anything. A 139.5 is what we're looking at for Q2 to make the top 10. So if I could do a 138 again, that would be lovely. So let's go straight out there. Hopefully this track is not busy to start with. Get a good clean lap in. Okay, no one in front of me at the minute. Okay, here we go, we've got no traffic, which is good. He's good around there. That early shift not going to help. Good exit on that corner. A 139.059. It's not the fastest. George Russell currently has the fastest time, but it is a good time. Lewis Hamilton just put in the fastest lap.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
Safely in the pit. We've dropped down to 5th at the minute. Norris is in 4th. So we may have to run out again here. We'll have to check these times to see how close away we are from dropping out the top 10. Okay, so let's have a look at the times here. Okay, I think we're safe. 700 to the second for 8th. I think we're definitely going to make the top 10. I mean, Perez Verstappen might go above me, but I think that'll be the only two that possibly will. Oh, and Carlos Sainz has not been out yet. Very interesting. But I'm not going to risk waiting, so I'm going to go back out. I think we need a 138. I think our 139 is going to be too close to 4. So I need about 100 to the second. I need to gain my time by. Slow off the start.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
We're going to make time here. Well, we ain't done it. That's not good. But it's spun out. Well, you're not going to do it this lap either, this is even worse. We've got to hope now that our lap time is good enough. Okay, we've got 1 minute 30 left of the session. I'm just hoping my time is enough. Because we wasn't able to beat it in the 2 laps we just went round. And we may not have a good positional start on the sprint. Don't have time to go out again. Okay, we did drop a few places, but it looked like we were still in the top 10. So we're safe. Q3. Okay, we dropped down to 7th. Wow. Carlos Sainz only just made the top 10 and Verstappen. That was surprising. I thought they would have quite comfortably made it. Surprised there by Pierre Gasly making the top 10. So, over to Q3. Where are we going to start in the grid for the sprint? So let's just jump straight out on the track. We may need to run again if it's anything like Q2. We need a 138. We definitely need a 138. A 139 is not going to put us anywhere near pole. Okay, that's a good start. Probably the quickest I've ever took those corners. That was beautiful. Good corner exit as well. We're looking good here. 139 by Hamilton. .138 by Alonso. Not good. One wide. Wow, 137, 598. Well, safe to say we're going to be in a good position within the front 2 rows for sure.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
safely in the pit. So a 1:37.598, the fastest lap we've ever put in on this circuit. So hopefully that is enough to start the sprint in a pole position. And I know that we went wide a little bit on possibly 2 corners, so it is possible to do it a little bit quicker. But I'm not gonna even go there. Okay, so wow, 888th of a second faster than Charles Leclerc, who did a 1:38.486. Lando Norris not looking good there, 1:39.320. You need to get a 1:38 to try and push up in the top 5. So 4 minutes left, so let's accelerate time here. Okay, so some changes here on the grid. So a nice jump up and then come back down a few.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top 3. Martin, Russell and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Well, George Russell putting in a very impressive lap time of 1:38.082, just under half a second slower than me. But no, did put in a decent lap there, 1:39.039, but it wasn't good enough to put him in the top 5. He needed a 1:38.4, so it's quite about 600 of a second off. So he's got some work to do if he's gonna push through the traffic. But a very good qualifying session. So we're gonna go over now to P2. We know that we're going to be starting the sprint in pole position. So a good chance of some bonus points there as well. And then hopefully we can maintain for the race day. So we're expected rain now for practice 2. And also rain on the sprint. So with the rain on the sprint, it maybe cause some issues. Depending on if the rain's going to come halfway through or whether it's going to be there all the time. So let's go over to practice 2. There's only one thing we need to do here, and that's the tracker claims. So it doesn't look like it's raining. It is raining a little bit. Now I have known this to put the wrong tires on, so it looks like we've got wets on. Okay, so set an optimal second sector time. Drive a clean sector and stay within 2 meters of the racing line. Okay. Might not be able to do the racing line, but with the wet tires, you don't have to worry about the 2 DRS zones. Okay, so let's get out there on full wets here and see how this handles on the wet surface. It is very wet as well. The rain really came down. Struggle to see the dates here. rain. Missed that one. Tell you what, with these wets on that, it's very slow around here. Okay, other than the first bend, so far so good. Oh there.
Okay, radar suggests that this weather isn't going anywhere, so let us know when you've burned through those tyres and want to dry off a bit. We'll keep another set ready to go.
Okay, not a bad first time round. Right, we made the first corner this time. Oh dear, we're fine on that one. Apparently he didn't like the first two, didn't like the speed on this one. Get around, oh my god. Hi there, Mattia. How are you? Welcome to the channel. There's a one again. Definitely not doing well on a wet here. Didn't seem to come over on that left hand turn. Again. Doesn't like his left hand bend. One lap left for this. See if we can do it this time. And still not coming right. Third on the first bend again. And that's the third on any other. Oh, no way. I'll tell you what though, Jack, if the weather's in like this in the sprint, we're gonna struggle. Doesn't like those sharp corner apexes. Oh dear. Not too quick.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet. Okay, then that's the end of the programme and plenty of useful data. Return to base when you can, so we can go over it all.
That's good information if it's going to be correct information. If it's going to ease off, may be able to do it. Yeah.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. You're nearly out of fuel, almost out of fuel. You need to pit within the next 2 laps.
Ooh, that was not easy. Man, you struggle, your vision's not brilliant with the amount of water on the screen. But we struggled on the left-hand turns with the high apex. But we didn't do bad. So, let's have a look.
With conditions as they are, I'd suggest you take a set of full wets.
Okay. George Russell is nearly a second faster than us. That's how bad it is. And to say that we were doing this in a 137, 138, and now it's a 2-minute plus. Let's accelerate time a bit and see if the track dries up a little bit. Sunshine in 30 minutes. Let's run this down to 30 minutes left. It's drying up. Maybe go back out on the intermediates. Right, there we go. Looks like people are using the intermediates now. So let's go back and rerun this on the intermediate tyres. And hopefully we can get a purple. There's a bit more grip with the tyres, be able to make those left hand bends a bit quicker and sharper. Go. That's much better. And that is a perfect run. And the fastest lap time as well, there on making that. I think I can just pit in here. I'm pretty sure we've got the purple already. But because it hasn't ended it, I'm not 100% sure. I should have braked a little bit more there than a man. I'll run this one more time. Target is a 525. I'm pretty sure I've done it already. Not a good start, green.
So the rain should be stopping anytime soon.
Stopping? What? That's no good. again. And we just got that one. Well, there we go, we have
Program
it.
complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Managed to get the purple. So back to the pit, we can end this session. But I'm a bit concerned though, because the rain has stopped. But we was predicted rain for the sprint as well. So I'm not sure how that's going to affect the sprinters. But it could affect my pit strategy. Because normally in a sprint I wouldn't need to pit, you can just run through it. However, the weather change anything can happen, and now DRS is available. The track is definitely dried up very quickly. I can see a lot of drivers coming out onto the soft tyres now just to put in a fast lap. I'm not too concerned about. That was not good. Don't want to be doing that in a race, pitting like that if we have to pit. Jesus. That will cost me a lot of time if we have to do that in a race. Ooh. Okay, so we didn't manage to stay in the racing line. Wow, I thought we did. Couldn't have missed it by much, surely. But I'm happy with everything else. So, you know, I'm expecting somebody to come out onto the softer compound, but on the intermediate, 154. Gasly, nice. Okay, medium time, ignore that. We was what? About 400 of a second faster than anyone on the intermediate. Okay, some of them waited it out. Didn't bother with the wet compound at all, so they hopefully knew that it was going to dry up. Okay. But we don't need to go back out onto a softer compound or anything, we're going to let it run. I think I keep an eye on the weather at the bottom now, because weather now it says it's starting to rain again. So there we go. And the sun comes back out. Back is still dry. Get down to the bottom. 10-second difference. Or near enough 11 seconds. But the weather stayed dry. But I'm interested to see how this is going to go in the sprint here. It's very interesting. Because if the track starts off dry, it won't let me put a wet compound on the strategy change. This means
And with the
that I'll have
cars
to
now over the
race it
line,
out.
let's see our top three again. Hamilton, Leclerc and Fernando Alonso. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
I'm actually surprised on some of these times here. You know, when we've got people like Gasly, Ocon up there, Magnussen even, you know, all above Russell, Norris. So it's going to be an interesting race and sprint. So good development boost for both of us, especially coming towards the end of the season. I think we have this race and 4 more left to do. So hopefully we'll have this season done by the end of next week. Touch wood. I'm hoping to get another session in tomorrow and one in on Friday, and then again next week with 3 more. So yeah, I think we should have it done by the end of next week. Touch wood. And then things will change for the second season drastically, especially with the assists that we use would all be coming to a halt for season 2. Okay, so there we have it, chat. We are ready for the sprint. Look at the sprint now. Point is, it's gonna rain towards the end. So we might be okay. Now, race day I'm not worried about, just the sprint, because that's where we may lose positions. So that's going to be an interesting one. But I'm going to take a little break, chat, so stretch my legs, wipe off some of the sweat, and get ready for the 10-lap sprint and then a 28-lap race straight after each other. So we'll be around about 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Right, chat, we are back. So, here we go. 10 lap sprint, a 28 lap race. Possible change of weather on the sprint as well. So, let's get things ready. Excuse me. And also, chat, I just remembered that I won't be streaming tomorrow as I gotta take my bike in for repair. So won't be streaming tomorrow, but we are streaming Friday. So we will get another one in this week. So hopefully the bike repairs ain't gonna run me down too much. Got a bit of an oil leak, so hopefully not a major issue. Okay, here we go.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top?
Okay, it sounds like the commentary just cut out for some reason, so we'll skip this then.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Martin lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Perez, Gasly, Stroll, Magnussen, Albon, Ocon, Joe, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Sargent, and Nick de Vries. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinkham. They've been involved in a number of costly incidents lately. That's got to affect their mindset going into this race.
It's not an ideal situation by any means. When you get into a bad run like that, there's always the risk of frustration creeping in, which can cause more mistakes and locks you into this vicious cycle. Hopefully today they can get through turn 1 cleanly and stay calm for the rest of the race.
Okay, so there you have it, the grid
5 races remaining and you've still got a chance of winning the World Drivers' title. Let's grab a solid points finish here.
Okay, a very slim chance if that's what you're referring to about world titles. Okay, so let's have a look at the race strategy here. Now, I was thinking of the mediums all the way through. Hopefully the rain doesn't affect us too much. Not going to be very specific on where the rain's going to come. I'm assuming somewhere around possibly lap 8, so I think 2 laps on the mediums afterwards should be okay. It is possible, but it's going to be risky with grip if we went on to the softs. I mean, it's 1 second faster, that is all. And the problem that I have now is with the rain, if it does affect the track, do we need to take a bit more fuel to provide for that? Normally I'd take bang on 1 lap more. So this time I'm going to go for and increase the amount of fuel we take to 11.2 laps instead of 11. That should calculate for any rain incidents for that. We're going to stick with the medium tyres. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at what everyone else is planning on using. So it looks like medium tyres all the way through. So everyone's going to be starting on mediums. So race pace shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm gonna. Okay. Here we go. 10-lap sprint. Was a bit of a lock up there. That's not a good start. Hamilton takes first place on the first bend. Hamilton is very quick around here. In the wrong gear. Didn't realise. Oh dear.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Look, slow down those series of bends.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, that rain is not going to affect us at all at the minute.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. And some information on Leclerc. They seem to have an issue.
Slow in sectors 2 and 3. Yeah, wrong gear. think having this extra fuel was not a good idea.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
So put some motor out of the race.
Yellow flag.
Could be where some motor came out of the race. And there he is on the left.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
10 minutes we'll be finishing.
Green flag.
But in that time, so not worried about no rain. Probably should have come onto the softer side at the start rather than the mediums, but plus the less fuel as well. But overall, I think we've done bad.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Here we go. Try and maintain this second place. Russell tried to take me on the inside there. He failed. And over the line we go. Second place in the sprint.
I'm
That's
proud
not
of you,
bad.
man. That was a good job. You did really well out there. Superb driving.
We had a bit of a lock up on turn 1 off the start. Lewis Hamilton went in front and then he just destroyed the track. Really did. He was so much quicker than I was.
Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. Let's have a quick look at how the drivers' standings have changed. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, goodbye.
So Norris coming in at 8th, managing to squeeze a point. Let's see, Verstappen in 5th, Perez. Oh, look at Ferrari. So Ferrari, no points for Leclerc, and only 3 points for Carlos Sainz. So a big win there for us, gaining more points than Ferrari, so pushing for that top 3 in the Constructors' Championship. We'll check everything at the end of race day, but that is a good session so far. Now we just need to do this one more time, but for 28 laps. So it's a good solid 10 laps there. So probably going to look at pit around 14, I would assume. So race conditions are dry all the way through, so no problems there. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start in 2nd on the race on the grid here, due to our 2nd place finish on the sprint. It's going to be interesting. You know, we need to get a good start off the grid, get in front of Hamilton on that first bend. Good thing is we get the left-hand side, so we can come narrow. If he goes wide, we'll get the inside lane. Okay, here we go.
Well, you don't need me to remind you that Formula One is now so beloved in the United States that we race here 3 times a year. But let's give respect to COTA, or the Circuit of the Americas, to give it its full name. This place laid the foundations for this moment and still remains the host of the US Grand Prix. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles per hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Martin lines up on pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Perez, Norris, Leclerc, Albon, Ocon, Stroll, Joe, Verstappen, Bottas, Sainz, Sargent, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Gasly, De Vries and Yuki Tsunoda. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And a warm welcome to Natalie Pinkham, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Now, let's talk about Charles Leclerc. That was a great win in the last race, but can they keep that momentum going into this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Well, I'm confused. Charles Leclerc won the last race. I don't think he did. We won the last race. And if you was on about the sprint, then that was Hamilton. But massive surprise on the grid coming into race day. We stay in pole on the grid. A penalty for Hamilton for so he got a good penalty. He went further back. There was quite a lot of penalties. Norris also went up the grid a bit as well. So we're in for a very interesting Formula 1 here with these penalties. So first I'm going to check what tyres everyone else is going to be using. I'm not looking at mine because that may change. But there's quite a lot of I'm thinking to start on the softs. George Russell thinking down on the mediums. I think he's going to try and get the best out of those mediums so we don't have to pit too early, possibly. These ones just want to try and get in front of the grid a bit more. Quite interesting to see Carlos Sainz here. I'm thinking the mediums so far back. Very interesting to see. So looks like softs are the favourite starting choice. So let's go over to the race strategy and see what these have suggested. So here we go with the main one is that the softs onto mediums. Then you got the medium onto hard. Take a bit less fuel here as well. Now then. Let me just edit this strategy into onto the softs. That's what I'm looking at. It's a little bit slower. But it's going to give me time to catch up at the end for the last 12 laps. So I'm going to take a gamble here. I'm going to go with my alternative strategy. Start off on the mediums. Try and cause a little gap. Hopefully have enough time for the last 12 laps on the softs. This only works if we don't make too many mistakes with lockups and going too slow around in major S-bends. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to take just one lap of extra fuel. I think that'll be fine. 29.1. 9.6. Okay. There we go. Locked up again on the corner. I did the same thing on the sprint. Monster's trying to nudge me out there. Run away with it. Hi there, Lawrence. Welcome to the channel. Brake related.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Stay as close to the clear as we can.
I've got information on Albon for you. They've got an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
And we managed to overtake Charles Leclerc. And we keep it. And catch up. We just put
Good
in the
job. That was the
fastest
fastest
lap.
lap of the race so far.
Beautiful. So on the corner exit there, I dropped into first gear by mistake. Does not help. Get the DRS and close the gap. And we took that beautifully. Come on the inside, get the DRS again. couple of exits, but we get the DRS. It's not going to help much with how slow that exit was. Too early going into that corner. Come on. Close the gap. That was good. Too wide. He gets such a quick exit around that corner. If he could with the DRS, we could overtake him here. On the inside. And then we're back into first place. And it took a lot of work as well. Question is now, can we break away?
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. I've got information on Stroll. They're retiring from the race.
Hi there, Aston. Welcome to the channel. Long time no see. How you been? What noise in the pit?
Lando's in the pits. Lando in the pits. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks. I'm sweating like hell at the minute though. But overall, you know, in general, I'm pretty well. What is it? We're going first year. Okay, Nick the rest out of the race as well. We should be coming on to our pit stop shortly. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Also, bit wide there. No, that was not good.
Caution, caution.
We got away with it.
Okay, clear. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
I didn't want to do that. Sorry. We'll do the next lap. That may be costly. Very costly.
Okay, the car behind has newer tyres than you. Maintain the gap if possible.
That's better. Oh man, come on. We need a good pit stop here.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound.
Can't blame me for that. I was coming out of the pit, I had the brakes on everything. Now it's time to play catch up. Good thing is I have the faster tyres on and newer, so it should be able to get back into the top 3 within 10 laps.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 2.6 seconds.
In the DRS, let's go.
Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
Oh, locked up a bit. Come on, get on.
That was a bit
I
borderline
did
there. We're
not
lucky to have
collide
gotten
with
away
him
with it.
at all.
And gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
There's been enough time to overtake him. Slowly gaining, but it's gonna be close. I might find 4 seconds in 2 laps.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Another 3 seconds. Come on. Like that.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Ducking. Try and keep second place. All I can do. Well, there we have it, a second place.
Top job, mate. Top job. Yes.
Wow.
I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you. Well done.
That was some hard work.
They take the checkered flag then here in Austin in what has been another fabulous Grand Prix. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, confidence breeds confidence. Success breeds success. They are very much enjoying a purple patch right now.
Oh, I'm wet through after all that sweating.
Aston Martin's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the biggest names in the sport. They're making their way out to the podium as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them.
Oh dear. I think if we would have gone into the pit on the lap we wanted to nicely, we may have won that. But I will take second place. I'm actually surprised Alonso being up there in Aston Martin. You know, that is very surprising. So let's see where the Mercedes ended up as well as the other Ferrari.
So let's review the drivers' standings. That's a
3 and
positive
4.
result for George Russell, who further solidifies his position at the top of the standings. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I think it has to be Fernando Alonso. He got the strategy spot on and consistently had the pace to come through as well.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, I've got to agree, driver of the day, I would definitely agree with Fernando Alonso there. You know, he did really well. Even on the sprint, you know, he did well. He got 5 points on the sprint and 25 on the race. Giving him a 30 points overall, we managed to clock up 26. But Lando Norris, 9th, only getting 3 points over the weekend, clocking up to 29 for the construction. But Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, 3rd and 4th. Good points for them, 18 each. So that'll be 36 for them overall on the construction. Now, Ferrari did get in the point. They clear no points in the sprint, but 15 on the race. And Carlos Sainz, 3 on the sprint, 4 on race, clocking him to 7. So 22 points for them overall. So we may be in the top 3 on the construction championship now. I'm not sure. There's good point difference between us and Ferrari. So let's have a look. But first, let's go over to the race directory and have a look at some of these incidents that took place here today. So on lap 11, Lance Stroll had a mechanical failure and did not finish the race. On lap 13, Nick de Vries also had a mechanical failure and he didn't finish the race. And then we had lap 15, George Russell colliding with Hamilton. So that was interesting. And lap 18, we had a collision with Norris. Now, I don't agree with that one because nothing I had control over as we was exiting the pit. So automatically it's putting you into that situation and unavoidable with the pit assist turned on. If you have the pit assist turned off, then you can avoid it, but it's one of them. So lap 21, Sergio Perez collided with me and then I collided with Sergio Perez. So a bit of a 50-50 on that one on lap 21. But other than that, it was a very good session. So let's have a look at the pit stop times. We didn't have a bad pit stop time, to be fair. Let's see, 2.268. George Russell here putting it at 2.252. We was actually quite slow in the pit, to be honest. 2.302. So there's 100 of a second right there, just on the pit. Okay, so let's have a look at the standings here. So in the drivers' standings, George Russell continues to lead, but closing the gap as we're in 5th place, 97 points away from George Russell. So gap is closing. Let's have a look at Verstappen difference between ours, 255, 232. So 23 point difference there. So we could go into the top 4 over this next series of races. Even possibly top 3, depending on how well Charles Leclerc does on the next few races. Over to the Construction Championship, we don't quite overtake Ferrari just yet. In fact, we're not going to for a while. 359, 375. Well, it was closer than that. So about 14 points, 24 points. So quite a way to go. I think Mercedes has definitely won the Constructors' Championship. So it's just down to Ferrari whether we can get into the top 3. So we'll keep a close eye on that going forward. So that concludes this race weekend here at Texas, as we prepare now for race 20 out of 23, am I right? So yeah, only 3 races left. As we overtake Sergio Perez on the rivalries, which is a job well done. I think 2 races left as a rivalry, I believe. So we should be able to win that overall. So we just need 1 solid win out of the next 2, would be fine. So yes, it is race 20 out of 23, and we're going to be in Mexico City for the next Grand Prix. We've got a marketing event, so we'll have a look at this. So the t-shirt sold better than I expected, and we made a nice profit. The fans really like it. Jolly good. Okay, so let's advance this.
Okay,
ready
we've had
for
the new
race
parts
weekend.
come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Okay, so new parts available for the next Grand Prix. So let's just have a quick look around here. I've not been paid yet. I don't think I get paid to the end of the season, so I can't upgrade my driver at all. The R&D process, we haven't done bad. We're in the top 3, and no wonder Alonso won that race. The Aston Martin on the R&D are right at the top. So they've done some magic to their car, really have. If you look at where's Aston Martin originally started? They originally started around about the same as us. Pretty much. So, you know, they've had a good R&D session, same as we have. Very good R&D. Hans has probably had one of the best ones throughout the season, looking how low they started. So any issues with the vehicle, engine, and everything looks green to go, so we don't need to worry about that at all going forward. Okay, so that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back on Friday with race 20 out of 23 at Mexico City. Wait, have I got the 12? Is it 24 then? Yeah, 23. So 4 races left. Mexico, Brazil, back into America in Vegas, and then AUE to Abu Dhabi, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's Abu Dhabi for the last Grand Prix. So until then, chat, I will see you all on Friday. Take care and happy gaming.